Welcome back to WesWatches. As you can see, I've got 5 watches sitting in front of me, and that can only mean one thing: it's time for the June haul part 1. So we've got 5 watches and they have cost me from $36 to $128. So somewhere from the very budget to relatively budget. We've got a lot of stunners and a lot to talk about in this whole video. We have 1 titanium watch, 4 automatics. All 5 watches have sapphire crystal, and one of the timepieces actually gets an exhibition case back as well. 4 of the watches are brand new models for 2024. The comprehensive reviews to all of these watches will be done as we get on through June. Now, the links to all these watches are in the description below the video, so check them out if you're after some sharp prices. And now, in no particular order, let's dive in and talk about these 5 watches. The most expensive watch in this collection is the Honeycomb dial titanium masterpiece from Boder, $128. This Boder Seaturtle diver is considered a luxury item by the micro brand, and I fully agree with that. It is indeed a luxury watch. The wide stance of the lugs, the notchy grooves of the 120 click bezel, and the larger than average screw and crown offer a rugged and adventurous appearance, yet it's tamed and even elevated to an elegant timepiece with the glossy bezel and the honeycomb dial pattern. The watch is offered in bronze or titanium, no stainless steel options. Considering the watch also features a screw-down case back, the water resistance rating is 100 meters. There are about 5 or 6 dial color variations available: green, turquoise, burgundy, blue, and this classic black version we have with us. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 47 millimeters, a height of 11.7 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. I simply love how well it sits on my relatively slender 6.5-inch wrist. The rubber strap is flexible and convenient. I like that it's a quick release strap as well. Even the signed buckle is made from titanium. The sapphire crystal on here is 2.5 millimeters thick. Combined with the titanium case, it creates a mammoth of durability and scratch resistance. On top of it all, it is powered by Seiko's NH35 self-winding automatic movement, featuring 24 joules, 42 hours of power reserve, and 21,600 beats per hour. So $128 for this piece. For number 2, we've got the Addiesdive AD2048. This field watch cost me $60. This is actually a 2024 model, so brand new to the market. So the piece we have here is a stunner. Firstly, because $60 is not that much money, and we're getting all stainless steel. We get sapphire crystal, all the usual perks we expect from Addiesdive, and that's including great luminosity. But also, very importantly, it does actually homage a luxury watch. Well, the Hamilton Hockey Automatic. Now, considering the Hamilton Hockey is not exactly the most luxurious or the most expensive watch, it will still cost you at least tenfold of this Addiesdive. And the Addiesdive does not skim on perks. It gets an automatic movement, specifically the NH35. There are 2 dial colors available, the ivory white or the black, and either on a leather strap or a stainless steel bracelet. The bracelet gets high tolerances and great fluidity of the links. The clasp is signed and the wing is milled. 200 meters of water resistance provided via screw and crown and a screw-down case back. Sapphire crystal is also in the package. In regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 39 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 48 millimeters, a height of 12, and a lug width of 20 millimeters, tapering down to 16 millimeters at the clasp. The weight without removing any of the links is 150 grams. Also, do note the date window at 3 o'clock. That is very good because that really increases the practicality aspect of this watch. So for $60, we get an all-day, everyday wearer. At number 3, we've got the Rollstimi with us. Now, this is quite an interesting brand. I was always considering Rollstimi to make these super budget watches with zinc alloy cases, but then they came up with this piece, and yeah, it looks amazing. On the listing it says luxury. I agree that yes, it does actually feel luxury in the hand, but The interesting point about this brand is that I've been hearing rumors or reading some of the rumors on AliExpress that Rollstimi belongs to the Pagani Design brand. I'm not sure about that. If you know anything about this, if you just let me know in the comments below, who is this brand with the Rollstimi brand? Is it with Pagani Design or something else altogether? Anyways, let's keep going with the Rollstimi for $85. We get plenty of premium components. Firstly, it's powered by an automatic movement, the Japanese 24 joules NH35. We get sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, is warranted by a signed screw and crown and a screw down case back. Another strong point towards this watch is its great luminosity. So we get bright blue lume on the dial as well as the bezel elements. And as we can see, the brightness is good, the longevity is excellent. This watch is a fully stainless steel construction. The clasp and the folding wing are actually milled. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40 millimeters, a height of 12 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. The only downside that I can see on this watch is the lug-to-lug length, which is quite significant at 53.3 millimeters. The weight, without removing any links, is 185 grams. The bezel rotation on the watch is stupendously good. There is distinctive ratchet during rotation, the clicks are precise, there is hardly any backplay, resistance during the rotation is consistently heavy and feels of quality. This Rollstimi RT7910 is a value buy and is also a fresh model for 2024. At number 4 we've got the Cadisen C8225 and this piece costs just $36. This is the ultra budget buy that makes a whole lot of sense. It's surprising what $36 gets you today. In a world of inflationary pressures, in a world of expensive everything, considering we can get a watch from stainless steel with sapphire crystal, an exhibition case back, an automatic movement for $36, that is very surprising indeed. And this is not just some old stock lying around. This is a brand new watch by Cadisen that was brought to us in 2024. So not only do we get sapphire crystal for scratch resistance, it also gets anti-reflective treatment, minimizing glare and reflections. The look is clearly inspired by Hamilton Jazzmaster, yet there are elements of Cadisen's own vision for the watch. The watch is offered in blue, gold or white hues, allowing for all tastes and styles. It features a Miyota automatic movement with an exhibition case back, allowing for a peek into the engine room. There's a date window, making this casual watch much more practical for everyday usage. The dial here is quite gorgeous with that sunburst blue, and again, this is all stainless steel, even at this super budget price point. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 39 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 48 millimeters, a height of 11.4, and a lug width of 21 millimeters on this integrated bracelet. Well, sort of integrated. The weight here is 140 grams. You would be hard-pressed finding more premium components on a great-looking all-rounder for this price. For number 5, we've got the star of the show, and that is the Balony VC1921 Homage. So this watch here is not only beautiful, it's actually made to last. So stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and just look at those dimensions. So we get a case height of 9.1 millimeters. This watch is an absolute stunner. Anyways, let's talk about this watch in a bit of detail. Balony does manage to transpire the air of this unique and one-of-a-kind design, where center stage is the unconventional dial orientation, featuring an off-center crown positioned at 1 o'clock as well. On one side, the look is so distinctive, while on the other, it is actually so much more convenient for everyday use. The clean dial is offered in a brushed black or ivory white, with classic Arabic numerals and a small second subdial at 4 o'clock. This VD78 Quartz variant for $127 offers exaggerated brigade hands with those circles close to the tips. This is a budget-priced masterpiece. Now, of course, anything over $100, especially on this channel, is not that budget, but it's still relatively budget, right? For $127, we are getting something really special. The 9.1mm case height, a lug-to-lug length of just 44mm, and a case width of 38mm make for a very elegant piece. The way it sits on my wrist is just magical, considering my wrist size of 6.5 inches is rather slender. There are no overhangs. This leather bracelet is absolutely amazing. The vintage feel to it, it is genuine leather. It feels it and it looks it. On top we get sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. So as I mentioned, all of these 5 watches will be reviewed comprehensively in the coming weeks of June. Now the links to all of these watches are in the description below the video, so check them out if you're after some sharp prices. Now, of course, these are all affiliate links, meaning that if you do make a qualified purchase, I will be getting some kickback from AliExpress. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps the channel get some commission and for me to go out and buy, well, watches like these to review for you guys. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found it useful, interesting. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. And do come back to me in regards to the Rollstimi brand if you know anything about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.